just running over from Instagram. You'd think because it was so close by that I'd be able to arrive here on time, but no, I got stuck chatting to people who were over there and realized that I only had 4 minutes to pop over to here. So that is why I'm a little late. Sorry. Okay, so it's Gouache-vember, and I was just about to add an image. Hi, Meryl. This is what I worked on. You can see the bigger page now. This is my ink pot, and I am going to get a little bit of tape just to stick this down or something. Blue tack or something. Blue tack would have been good. And I think this is dry now so that I can close it up. Or maybe if I just tuck it in here, just being very careful so I don't lose it. How are you, Meryl? Okay, I'm going to, let's have a look on the Padlet to see what is on the Padlet for mushrooms. Mushrooms or fungi? What is it today? It is mushrooms. Okay, November. And let's have a look. Okay, so we have this one, which is a great photo. Heike added. Look at that porcini. Yum. Really like this one. And then we have this one, which was added by Sarah from Unsplash. I know that some people have taken a lot of mushroom photos. I have a lot of mushroom photos, but I haven't added them yet. Hi, Tash. I'm just going to add an image of my mum because I'm going to do that one. And then I'm going to get some water. And I am going to start painting. And it's Upside Down Friday. Honestly, like I can hear those the horns in the background every day, like every time it's Upside Down Friday, and I feel like I need it. I need that like little like upside down. I'm not very good at making noises, like as in, you know, those kind of noises, so I apologize. Okay, let's see. And I feel like my internet connection isn't the best because it's taking a long time to load. So, but I just want to show you the image and then I'll get started. And I have to clean my magenta paintbrush and get my paints out. Okay, so this is the image of my mama, and we were going looking for mushrooms. So I know it's not like you can't see the mushrooms, but I really like this image and it does bring back a lot of memories. So this is what I'm doing upside down. I've just added it to the Padlet, but you can do your own mushrooms. Just getting some water and putting this away. It's a very heavy book. Very heavy book. Okay. It's a quiet morning here. Who else is here with us? I don't see too many people. It is Friday. I think people stay away from Friday, Upside Down Friday. Let's have a look. We did do this one upside down, but I am going to do the this one that I have in front of me upside down as well. So I need to turn this around this way. And this is the image that I'm doing. We have 5 people on here watching. Let us know who you are and where you're from if you want to. You don't have to. You can just be sneakily watching. And give me a thumbs up if you are here as well, because it all helps with views. If not, the video will just, you know, disappear. Ah, C says, listening while packing my car. Ooh, are you heading out to, are you going up to the camp? Okay, I have some colors on here. Meryl, did you do last night's visual arts passage? I didn't come and check. I did not. I was so tired last night and I had to make food for my in-laws, so I ended up spending 3 hours cooking in the kitchen instead of doing the visual arts passage. I just did this one piece and that's it. I just wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it, so I didn't do it. And sometimes I think that's okay if you don't do it. I need more yellow for this because it's definitely going to be more yellow. Oh, right, you're going to Bar Harbor on the coast. You're going for the scrapbooking weekend. But you won't be scrapbooking. You'll be painting, right? Okay. Ouch. My hand is giving me jip today. Can I say that? Yeah. Okay, this is really awkward. Okay, I'm going to move this over a little bit. I'm going to move this way and just so you can see the image a little bit. Yes, you're going on the retreat. That's so exciting. And I do want a different blue as well. I have cobalt blue and I have primary cyan. But I think I want ultramarine, and I would like a little bit of the Prussian blue. I think if I do anything, if I get anything in England, I'm going to get some gouache. Where's that blue? Where is that blue? It's disappeared. Oh, there it is. Yeah, have fun. Patreons, I have not posted yet, but we're going to do an early morning one tomorrow at 8. I think we're going to do both early mornings. Just for a catch up and sketch. If that's okay with everybody. I have a lot to get done this weekend. Oh, I have to check. Does anybody know if Beth Spencer has a meet this weekend? Maybe I should double check that. I will double check that first. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get some light of the light greens in. And just get some color in. There's a lot of green here. I'm gonna look at the negative shape of my mama. Actually, the gesso, it works really well. And I think it's going to be, but like I said, it's non-reactivating. So it's great for if you're just doing an alla prima and not going to go back in and use the color again, because it is acrylic based, the gesso. So it's not gouache. But that's kind of nice too, because then you can work over the top of it. What is everybody drawing today? I know I'm drawing this one. Are you drawing mushrooms? What are you drawing? It's very quiet here today. Do you think everybody slept in this morning? I think everybody did. Meryl, what are you drawing? Are you doing the mushrooms, the individual mushrooms? I mean, they are pretty good. Like, I won't even have a mushroom on my page. I may put a basket in my mum's hand and have the idea that she has found lots of mushrooms. This was not a very successful mushroom picking day, unfortunately. You know, you just have those days sometimes. Sometimes they're just not ready. Or the sun hasn't been out enough. Or like my mum says, somebody's stolen all her mushrooms, taken them all. Because other people are not allowed to pick mushrooms. Especially where she picks mushrooms. If there are any mushroom pickers out here, tell me if you feel the same way and you get upset that your mushrooms have been picked. You're doing my mom too? Cool. Thanks. Thanks, Meryl. Louise says, hi Louise, just made my lunch, drawing later hopefully. I think somewhere on my camera roll I actually have my mom like leaning over as well, but this is kind of just moving into a wooded area that I know and has a lot of memories for me. Did everybody sign up for my bird workshop next week? I think most of you did. It's gonna be fun. We can get ready for Birds in December. So this year for Birds in December, which I will be here painting daily, other than, I'm away for a little bit, but for the Birds in December, we are doing endangered or extinct species. And so the first is a Friday. So I just won't be here on the Friday live doing the first birds, but I may record that one if I get a chance. I kind of have a lot going on. I need a few more hours in the day, please. Or I need time to just go a little slower, or I need to paint a lot quicker. Which one do you think is more realistic? Which one do you think realistically is going to happen, and which one is definitely not going to happen? I think the more hours won't happen. I will not be given more hours in the day, because that wouldn't be fair on other people to not have more hours in the day. And I'm already getting up at 4:30 in the morning, so I don't think I can get up any earlier than that. All right, I'm getting all the darker areas in. Just blocking in the dark areas. Are you all enjoying gouache this month? If you are working with gouache, are you enjoying it? Thanks, C. Wow, 4:30. Yeah, but that's when my alarm goes off, and then I usually get up between 4:30 and 10 to 5, and then I shower. So I don't really get down here until 5:15. And I like to take my time in the morning, so having a shower, putting on mascara, and then I feel like I can get on with the day. But I can't just wake up and then just run downstairs and do this. Like, I have to have my time a little bit beforehand. It's just, you know, it helps me. I feel like it's gonna snow. It feels like in my head it feels snowy, and I don't know what it's gonna be like today. The weather. You're not expecting snow, are you, C? C says gouache is my primary these days. That means that you like it, right? I really like it. Okay, let's get some, I need some lighter colors before I put these darks in. But I can get the darks in down here at least. Yes, and lots of rain. Lots of rain as in like snow and rain, like horrible, messy weather. Don't like that. Okay, let's get some more of a warm tone in. The earthy color of the earth down here. I think her hand's further down. This is so much more comfortable, can I just say, than doing Folktale Week. I really do enjoy doing Folktale Week, but this is like so much more relaxing, like even though I'm doing it upside down and everything. It feels more at home to me than Folktale Week. And although Folktale Week is really playful, this is just definitely more more comforting painting. Maybe I need to do Folktale Week every year just to remind myself that, you know, even though I enjoy illustrating, it's just not my thing, as in I can do illustrations, but I think that they have to be more painterly and more not I was gonna say not so outside the box. Like with real characters, I feel like it's easier for me. But I did enjoy making those characters. I mean, I haven't finished, but I did enjoy making those characters. Absolutely. Okay, I've got a darker green here. I'm going to get some darker green areas in. Oh, more rain where you will be. I mean, you're going to be inside anyway. It's not an outdoor thing, is it? See? How many people go to this, see? Or is it just your little group that goes? Hello, if you're just joining. I know that Louise just, well, she came in a little bit later. Say hello if you're here and you haven't said hello. It's nice to recognize and say thank you to whoever you are if you're joining us this morning. I am painting a picture of my mom picking mushrooms. Well, she isn't actually picking them, but she is looking for mushrooms. Hence the mushroom prompt from Gouache Vember. This is what I'm making for my Gouache Vember. And Meryl is also doing the same image as me of my mama. Get some darks in down here. Okay, I'm gonna get some brights in as well. Oh, and maybe I will mix up color for these trees. It's kind of like a greeny, yellowy. Oh, that's too much. Maybe that would work. Okay, I want to keep some of the light because the light is really important on here. I really like the light. The light is my friend. Make the light your friend when you're painting. Louise says, still finding my way with gouache. Tend to use it a bit too thick and get in a mess. Yeah, you almost, like, I used to do that as well. You almost need to have it so it covers, but it's flat on your page. Like this is too thick down here. like it shouldn't be pooling, or not pooling, but you shouldn't have a different well, shouldn't. Was anybody watching Dylan yesterday? It's not that you shouldn't, it's that I don't like when you have an irregularity of drawing times on my page. So when you're putting the gouache on, if it is flat, then it dries all at the same speed. You shouldn't do this. They were talking about how really you shouldn't be telling people what to do and what not to do, because it's kind of, yeah, I totally get that. I guess you could say it shouldn't. No, because everybody uses it differently, so I don't think there is a way of using gouache, but I try not to have it pool, because I don't want the drying times to be different. And I would say the consistency is like yogurt, Louise. I try and get it like a yogurt consistency, so it smooths over the top. And if you have a layer underneath, like that changes everything. Like when you put your second layer on, it really changes it. Well, I can put a few little leaves down here in this color. I feel like I need to change my paintbrush because there's a lot of similar shapes that I'm putting on here. Yeah. So yeah, maybe this gesso isn't the best idea unless I'm just making a big area of color, because right now everything is drying and not reactivating, and don't really want that. I think you probably end up wasting paint rather than it being a pro. I think it's a negative actually, but I think it's good to mix and use, like if you're, for example, if you need to my paper is rolling over. If you need to make like skin color and you're painting a big face and it's in gouache, then it would be good to have, you know, a lot of white and mix up a color, but not mixing it in a palette that you want to reactivate. So not a good idea. Not the best, not the best. Anybody else painting upside down today? C said, I had a plan for Folktale Week, so not likely to get it done now. And C said, I have not been to this one since COVID. Oh, right. It used to be a large group, but I expect it will be much smaller now. My next one will be larger. The conference room will be full. Large for Maine. I'm going to... art all weekend. I had hoped to do some nice long walks. I think that is an out. Probably because of the weather, right? Yeah. That's a shame. All right. I'm not loving this. I need to clean my brush and get some lighter greens in as well before I do my mum. It'll be nice to see some friends this weekend. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely time. I know you'll have a lovely time. You will have a lovely time. Okay. Let's get some sunlight in here. I mean, this is the nice thing about gouache is that you can go over with your lights. Need to add some up here. Oops, just dipped my paintbrush in the white. Wasn't meaning to do that. Let's lighten up down here as well. Louise, will you be able to join us this weekend in our meets? No, it'll be like, what is that time? 8 o'clock, that's 1 o'clock your time. Maybe there's too much light on this area. I need some darker greens. Lovely thing about green is there's so many different greens, which I love. Okay, let's get a different green in here. I thought I mixed in some Prussian green. There we go. A tiny little bit of magenta. Just was looking a little bit garish. He says, I always do have a great time. Louise says, I have really been struggling to join lately. Never any quiet time, but fingers crossed 1 p.m. might work. Good. It's okay. It's really just a catch up. This weekend is really catch up or get ahead. So if you feel like you know that you need that time just for yourself, it's just a nice time to connect and chat and catch up. So I'm not doing a drawing session this weekend, just for the pure fact that, well, I need time. I need time to work on commissions. So okay, what's happening here? Something's happening here. So that can't be. This is her shoulder. And pull that down there. Now I need to correct all this green because I just put a big blob of the same green in there. Not very clever. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've got 15 minutes. It's the 15-minute mark. I always feel, oh, do I have time? Am I running out of time? Okay, let's get a little bit of this lighter color up here just so that it makes a little bit more sense. Now see, I am putting it a little bit more gloopy on and it's getting a bit messy. You can see that. Need it a little bit darker. So messy, my paints. So messy. There's some lighter greens over here. I feel like I need to turn it around, but I need to get my mum in first. Okay. Blue. Just looking at the shadows and the shapes. That's much darker. Just getting some of these little flecks of light on the jacket as well. And I have to put her hand in. And then make it a little bit darker down here, I think. That boot is not that light there, so I need to change that. And then this boot has to be up a little bit. And all this has to be changed. I'm gonna run out of time, I think, again. I've been running out of time recently. Okay, let's get needs to be much darker here. Probably should wait until it dries. I'm going to keep it nice and clean. Okay, I'm going to turn it the other way in a minute. My water is so dirty. Let's just put a little bit of lighter hair on my mum up here, and then also get a little bit of the side of her hand here, and this can change This is, oops, I just blobbed water. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. I'm turning it. I'm turning it. I know I have lots to do. Okay. Let's just get some light areas on. I feel like her shoulder should have come over a little bit more. Now I can see the whole forest. It wasn't really apparent before. This is wrong. Let me take that away. Oh, I was going to put a basket in her hand. I don't think I will. It's just going to be called mushroom picking. Or mushrooms for the picking. No, mushroom picking. It's incredible what you don't see when it's upside down. And that's the whole point, is making you more aware of just the shapes and not the details. Which is what we want. Seven minutes left. 7 minutes left. Looks like she's going to fall over in my picture. I think it's because the leg is too wide. Let's try and correct that. Oh, the boot doesn't attach to the leg. Let's move this a little bit. should really wait. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead, I think. Or maybe a little bit over here. A little bit more. Hang on a second. I know this is kind of like a light blue, but my white. Oh, yes. I'm going to put a few verticals. It's like a band of light back here, which I didn't see. They got a bit messy. It would have been nice to keep that, the color of the paper, just to keep that bright light, because you can see on my mum, like, that is the paper and it's the brightest, and I like that. All right, my eyes are going boggly. Green images are tricky. Yeah, they are. But there's a lot of... It's fine. I kind of wanted more. Yeah. And because I use that gesso. Don't use gesso with with gouache unless you're going to use it all, because it just dries. And then you're not in luck, because you've just dried up all your paints. So not a good idea. Won't be doing that again. I will just spend my money on gouache, proper gouache. I think I'm overworking it now. All right, I'm gonna stop. Thank you, Martina. Hi, Martina. Thank you. Well, it's called mushroom picking. That's where the mushroom comes in. I hope you all have a really good day, and I will see some of you tomorrow. I'm going to make those meats very shortly and put them in Patreon. I don't know even if, did I post the chat and catch up from Sunday? I don't even know if I did. Sorry, it's a little bit crazy right now in my world. Like there's a lot going on. Because it's Christmas and there's a lot of people who want gifts for people, which is great. But then my world gets filled with trying to find time for those too. Not yet. I didn't. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I will post that. Have a really good day, everybody, and some of you I will see this weekend, and if not, don't worry, I will just be catching up, and if you want to come catch up in the studio, in your studio space, then please do. See you. Can't wait to see your mushrooms. Bye, everyone.